Good morning, students. How are you? Hope you all are well and safe at your home. So, children, today let's start our new chapter number 4, Temperature Zones of the World. Children, in this chapter, we will read about factors affecting the climate of a place, different zones. There are 3 heat zones of the earth: torrid zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. We shall learn with the help of this flow chart. Factors affecting climate are distance from the equator, altitude, direction of winds, temperature and rainfall, distance from the sea. Children, all these factors affect the climate of a place. And temperature zones. There are 3 temperature zones, or also called heat zones of the earth: torrid zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. So children, get ready with your SST book, and all of you put finger in your book. First of all, what is climate? Climate is the average weather condition of a place over a long period of time, over a large area. It remains same for a long period of time. Okay, children? Again, what is climate? Climate is the average weather condition of a place over a long period of time and over a large area. Now, what is weather? While the weather changes from day to day, climate remains the same year after year. Weather can be sunny, cloudy, windy, and it may change day to day, even hour to hour. But climate remains the same year after year. Climate also affects our way of life, our food habits, and on clothing also. The climate of any place on earth is influenced by the following factors. Now, children, we will read about the different factors which affect on the climate of a place. Okay, first of all, distance of a place from the equator. See, children, distance of a place from the equator. It is equator. Distance of a place from the equator affects the climate of that place. Distance of a place from the equator. The rays of the sun fall almost directly on the equator and becomes more slanted as we move away from the equator towards the pole. Children, the sun rays fall directly on the equator and become more slanted as we move away from the equator towards the poles, towards North Pole and South Pole. In other words, the amount of sunlight received differs on different latitudes. Let us understand with the help of this diagram. See this, children, it is equator, and equator receives direct sun rays. The sun rays are vertical near the equator. And children, as we move away from the equator towards the poles, North Pole and South Pole, sun rays are slanting near the pole. Sun rays spread larger area. Okay, children? The places on the equator or near it receive the maximum sunlight, so these places are hot. Children, equator or places near the equator receive the maximum sunlight, so these places are hot. The regions away from the equator and near the poles receive slanting rays. And children, in these regions, the heat spread, the sun rays spread over a larger area and making these places which are away from the equator less hot. Okay children? See this children? The further away from the equator, the colder the climate becomes because these areas receive slanting sun rays and equator receive direct sunlight. So places near the equator are hot. Okay children? I hope you have understood today's topic very well.